Hi.
Hi.
I'm Lynnea.
I'm Dan.
And this is
Dusted or Busted.
So for today's episode, we are going to take you through our top 5 queens from all of the seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race.
That have aired so far.
Dan, you go first. These are, mine are in no particular order. I don't know about his.
Mine aren't in order, but I guess it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm going to start with my honorable mention. We have 5 queens each and an honorable mention.
Mm-hmm.
My honorable mention is Alexis Mateo. 3rd place on season 3. 3rd place on All Stars with Yara.
Oh, yeah.
They were on
Yara Alexis.
I like Alexis because she's really entertaining. She has a huge personality.
Bam!
Bam! Bam!
Bam!
Patriotism episode, I love that. She's great.
Yes, with that like star-spangled jumpsuit business. That
and the
was
whole
real fierce.
Marine Corps outfit that she dazzled up.
Yep.
She's just so genuine.
Mm-hmm. And she can contour her forehead.
Yeah, she's a pageant queen, and her paint is always fabulous.
She looks great. She has great skin too.
I love Alexis.
Next, you do all 5.
Okay. I also liked Shangela. 12th. Laquifa Wadley. 12th place on season 2 and 5th place on season 3.
She has improved.
Mm-hmm. She recently posted her top 10 moments of 2013, and I realized just how much she did.
The Lady Gaga applause.
Right, she was in Applause.
That.
She was on The Bold and the Beautiful. She was in a Facebook commercial. Last year she was on Glee. Mm-hmm. She's released songs. She does everything. She
broke her leg.
She was in the hospital recently. She was in the hospital for 3 weeks.
Working girl.
She definitely is one of the hardest working queens.
Mm-hmm. And she has come so far.
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud of her.
Right.
Is that corn hanging from your wrist?
I always wanted her to come to Concordia because of the whole corn thing.
We go to Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota. It is currently negative 40 degrees outside. And our mascot is corn. We love it here.
Next up for me, Miss Ivy Winters. Ivy Winters is the best seamstress on RuPaul's Drag Race, hands down, ever. Her butterfly outfit on stilts. Okay, let's talk about Ivy Winters. Ivy Winters, A, paints very well. B, designs very well. C, juggles. D, walks on stilts. 5, E, sings. Like, what can't she do? Well, she can't make a perfume ad, but... and she can't impersonate Marilyn Monroe. But...
and she can't make a dress that looks like trash. Sorry,
yeah.
Santino.
Thanks, Santino.
Hashtag thanks Santino.
Ivy Winters, just a great personality, very friendly.
And a cute boy, too.
Yeah. Goddamn. Number 3 on my list, Minneapolis girl, Manila Luzon.
Manila.
Very fierce, very fashionable.
I love her Cruella de Vil hair.
Right, from All Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Manila, 2nd place on season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Drag U Professor.
All Stars.
All Stars, she was 4th place with Latrice. Although, if they hadn't been on teams, I would have thought she would have won. Also, if they didn't bring it for Chad Michaels. Sorry about it.
Sorry about it.
Manila, just very fashionable. I loved everything she put on the runway in season 3. All Stars.
Great personality, too.
She's very likable, and I love seeing what she puts on Facebook and Twitter. There's some queens who I liked on the show, but I cannot like them on Facebook because their posts are so damn depressing or annoying or mean or dumb.
This list is like who we liked based off of like what we saw of them
on
in the show.
Right? Manila, a very genuine person. I love Manila, and I love me a little Midwest Midwesterner.
Midwest girl.
Number 2 on my list, Sharon Needles, winner of season 4. I just love how committed she is to her aesthetic. She won 4 challenges on season 4. She has a heart too, and that's what I love about her. And she recently broke up with Alaska, which kills me. Sharon Needles, not a whole lot else.
Moment of silence for their relationship. Okay.
Not a whole lot else to say about Sharon Needles. Just very fun.
She's a winner.
She is a winner. She's got
Unlike
money.
some people. Santino.
My number 1 favorite queen, Miss Jinx Monsoon, the sleeper from Seattle, winner of season 5. She won 2 challenges.
That was it?
Yeah. She, Alaska, and Roxy all won 2 challenges. Season 5 had the most winners of challenges. Jinx was really strong from the snatch game forward. Her only stumble was in the sugar ball.
She's taken her platform and done a lot with it.
Right.
Which is awesome.
And she's a very inspirational person. So, I love Jinx Monsoon. It's monsoon season. It's always monsoon
Not
season.
here. It's fucking winter.
It's winter.
My list. This is in no particular order because I'm not as professional as Dan. Raven. I love Raven, and I will always be bitter about the wedding episode where she did the skirt where she
pinned it up. Yep.
and with the blue
the turquoise bows.
Yes.
And the headband, that was fabulous.
That was good. She should have one. I know Tyra was hot glowing thanks to her skin, but the hair bothered me, and
the hair did look really fake.
Yeah. I didn't like that. Anyway, back to the important person here, Raven. She rocked that challenge, and I thought she was fierce. Also, because I have not been watching RuPaul since the beginning. I only saw it when it was on Netflix, which it's not anymore. But
thanks, Santino.
Thanks, thanks, Santino. So the first season I ever saw was season 2, and Raven just blew me away right from the beginning. Nina Flowers. I love her, and I love her because when they recently did the Lost season, and I watched it online, I love her personality. She has such a warm heart, and I think
she was on All Stars too.
She was on All Stars, and I think it's so great because her look is very angular and very severe and edgy, and then you talk to her, and well, I haven't talked to her personally, but on camera she was a great person, and I never saw her be rude to anyone or disrespect anyone else. She was great.
In All Stars she was on Tammy Brown's team, which has a lot for her because they're so different, but
and she made it work for the most part. They weren't the first ones to go home.
They were the second ones to go home.
Next on my list is Latrice. I love me some Latrice. We talked about this in one of our other videos, or in one of our other episodes, but we love that she didn't make it about being the big queen. She just made it about being a queen, and she was fabulous and large and in charge, chunky yet funky. She serves it all the time. She looks fabulous. She can do all kinds of looks. She just brings so much realness and so much personality, and very, she'll just tell you like it is, and I love it.
She was an all-star too.
She was also an all-star.
So
my next queen is Alaska. I love me some Lasky. My favorite part about her was towards the end when Michelle clocked Rolodex and Alaska said, okay, I need to step away. And I felt like she had been doing really well, but that was the point where she really came into her own, and that's when I started to love her.
I've known about Alaska since season 1. I knew she'd tried out for every season. I was very excited to see her on season 5. Very happy with the first challenge where she pulled out the saran wrap look. Just gorgeous.
I did that look.
Who wore it best? I think you wore it best.
Well, it was in different colors, and I didn't have the trash bag purse thing that she did. Moving on. I think this is probably one of my favorite. Well, this is our top 5, but this is at the top of my 5. Chad Michaels. I think Chad Michaels was just so eloquent. Hey, Michelle. And so articulate, and never I never really heard her speaking poorly about anyone.
She always had the best things to say.
She had the best things to say. She really took what the judges were saying to heart, even though she's an experienced queen and she knows what she does well.
And she's a character queen.
And she's a character queen. She still was able to take their criticisms and incorporate it into what she already did without just like changing each week to try and please the judges. She was the most gracious. I loved all of her moments in Untucked, where she got to be kind of like the mama queen a little bit and help the young ones come through and find themselves. And she was so insightful. I would love to have a Tic Tac lunch with her sometime.
What I really liked about her was she was really kind to Fifi during the season, but then...
And that's not easy to do.
But then when they got to the reunion, they talked about Fifi. Everyone watching at home saw you were kind of shady. You tried to set it up so Jiggly would leave. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. And then Chad was like, I cannot believe you did that, Fifi. Chad was really upset that.
Yeah. I feel like Chad is super, super kind. And
he has a lot of integrity.
He's got a lot of integrity, which means he'll always believe the best about people and give them the benefit of the doubt. But if he sees shade being thrown where there should be none, she's going to be the first one to step in and say, what you're doing is wrong. This is beyond shady. This is not okay. And this is not how you treat people.
Especially in that challenge, Fifi had no worry about being in the bottom two.
Right. It's like, why would you do that? So I love Chad Michaels, and I loved her look, her inauguration look for the inauguration ball.
The only one that would read at an inaugural ball.
Oh my goodness.
She tweeted me once.
Loved it. My honorable mention, Willem. I love Willem. I first saw Willem in his beatdowns, which if you haven't watched, for shame, YouTube them before they're gone.
You won't. You won't understand half of our jokes in these videos if you don't see the beatdown.
You need to watch the beatdown.
And this is not the beatdown.
And this is not the beatdown. But then I saw her on Drag Race, and I think a lot of her humor came across as, I don't want to be here, I don't really care about this, I'm not taking it seriously, I'm the best, everyone else sucks. And I think it read wrong on camera, but at the same time, when she talks about the season, she makes no apologies for how she was.
Right.
She, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen season 4, she was disqualified. And she makes no qualms about that. She just kind of laughs it off. And I love that she doesn't apologize for who she is. I would like to have seen more of the personality from her YouTube videos and from some of like the trans fashionables that the stylish does. I would have liked to see more of that in the show. Race, yeah. But
she has a resume the size of a phone book.
She has done everything, and she will tell you too. You ask her how her day was, and then you hear about the last 3 episodes of SVU she's done. But hey, working girl. She's done all of the major like crime shows, and I think that's great that. Someone who's successful and who has lots of jobs lined up and who has clearly a good manager,
right,
and good PR, and someone who has done so much can still go to Drag Race, and even if they don't learn something, gets their name out there. So those are our favorite queens. Comment below with your favorite queens, or if you disagreed with some of our decisions.